amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today I am actually really excited. So recently, my comment section got filled up with recommendations for a new artist I had never heard of. A name that just randomly came out of nowhere and filled up every single recommendation I had. And that was REN. All of you told me to react to REN, hire REN. So a few days ago, I did. And man, I've already fallen in love with this guy. Everything he stands for, his music, his message, everything is so damn incredible. I could not help but react to more, which is exactly what we're going to do today with his new song, Bittersweet Symphony, which is obviously a cover of the Verve. Now, I've got a couple things I want to say about REN before I jump into this. First, you guys have been telling me that REN actually comes from Brighton here in the UK, which is where I'm from. So already, I love the guy. I never really meet anyone from Brighton. It's sort of like a small city. I think it's the smallest city in the UK. So whenever anyone comes from Brighton, I'm always like, damn, they come from Brighton. It's awesome. The other thing is that REN is sadly unwell. He is currently in Canada with receiving treatment for his illness. I'm not going to go into depths on his illness because I don't feel like it's my story to share. But what I would like to say is REN, obviously undergoing treatment in Canada, it is expensive. The treatment he is undergoing, it is costly. So REN has set up a GoFundMe. If you would like to learn more about REN, if you'd like to learn more about his illness, if you want to learn more about everything that is this man that I'm already loving after one song, then please make sure you go support him on his GoFundMe. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Click that link. There's loads of information on there about him as well, so you can read all about his illness. You can read all about him as a person. And yeah, he just sounds absolutely incredible. I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to jump straight into my first time ever reaction to REN's new song that's just released. Please go check it out. Watch it. Link in the description as well. Go give it loads of likes. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to REN, Bittersweet Symphony, the Verve retake.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. Spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know, this is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside this city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes her pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes.
Man, just the swelling of like the violin and the orchestra in the background. Everyone in the UK knows this song. You literally just have to play that violin and you hear it. And REN's take on it already, adding his own spin and talking about the England he loves. And literally just walk down this high street, you can see all the shops that every single British person watching this, especially the Gregs, you just feel it. You feel it. As someone who is British, I don't know why I haven't reacted to more British music. I have a massive fan base, a following, not really a fan base, I hate calling it that, a massive following everywhere else in the world but here in the UK. It's time we change that. And REN, oh man!
While a mother with her baby takes her pram to the pub, and while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with the boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle, as below so above, and as above so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7, guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. I'm stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks, and if I
know where he is, I swear, is the Brighton Mall behind him on the right as well. And there's like there used to be a HMV coming up, or he's already passed it. And then there's a CEX coming up as well, like all down this road. Is it called Victoria Lane or something like that? I used to go shopping here all the time. Man, I'm falling in love with this guy.
Sleep now, that's an anticlimax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Junkie in the cubicle, that old spoon is usable. His mother's in the black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks and then he serves a scratch at juvenile. Libby's at the Dolies, but her disposition's humorful, while Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys will be in it together until the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor, and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on.
His lyrics, by the way, are like, could they be any more damn relatable? Literally, these lyrics could, like, I'm just saying, especially with what's going on at the moment in the UK currently, with the protests in London, with literally what Ren is saying in this song about the rising prices that we are all seeing. Man, the cost of living has massively gone up, however, no one's wages are. Everyone's weekly shop has gone up. However, no one's wages are. No one is earning more. People are being let go. This country is struggling at the moment. That is the truth. But here in the UK, because we're too polite, we're not going to say anything. And we just have these peaceful protests. And the one thing I love about the UK is when we have peaceful protests, they are always peaceful. They are always respectful. And I think that just shows the character of this country.
I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with the face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how my high found its way to be low. And I've said it once before, as above so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow. But I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. Always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys will be boys, we'll be like it forever. It's a bittersweet symphony, we're birds of a feather.
God fucking damn it, man. God fucking damn it. I feel like I need to listen to it again. I feel like I'm going to listen to it tonight. I'm actually live streaming tonight. I'm going to listen to it tonight. I'm not going to plug anything because I don't want to. I'm not going to plug nothing. Usually I'm not like, this video isn't even going to have the subscribe pop-up things. No, because this video isn't for me. I'm not joking when I say this. I don't react to British music enough, and I've been dying to, right? And I've been like, right, who shall I react to? And people, simultaneously with these thoughts I was having, were recommending REN. People were like, you should react to REN. And I was like, who the hell's REN? And I didn't even know REN was British before my first time reaction. I had a hunch, but I didn't know. When I did the reaction to High REN and I found out he was British, everything just lined up perfectly. And I was like, right, this guy is the gateway into British music, or maybe he is my journey into the world of British music. And after the two songs I've reacted to, and after his message, and after his point, and literally this, which shows the love and passion he has for his country as well, it's hard not to love it. And a song like Bittersweet Symphony, I honestly assumed this song was going to be a cover. It does say retake, but honestly, I don't know what that means. So I thought this was going to be a cover. The fact that it is a complete retake, the fact that it is him putting his own spin and own version using just the Bittersweet Symphony instrumental in the background, it was just incredibly well done. And I feel like anyone who lives in the UK is immediately going to relate to this song. I don't know about the rest of the world. There was a lot of British references, but one thing we can all relate to in the rest of the world is when I'm talking about prices going up and everyone's struggling and having to work harder for less. I think every single person watching this can relate to that. I think every single one. And one thing I love is that when someone really needs help, it seems like the world comes together, which is what seems to have happened for REN. And that shouldn't stop. That shouldn't stop, which is why, like I said, I'm going to plug it again now. Please go check out his GoFundMe. Like I said, I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'll leave a link to it as the pinned comment on this video as well. I just want more eyes that way. Even if you don't want to, even if you can't afford to give anything, go and read about REN. Read about him as a person, learn a bit more about him. He's got so much on that page where you can just learn more about him. And honestly, I just wanted to do this reaction. I wanted to time it with the upload as well. I saw he was uploading tonight. And just before my live stream, I was like, right, well, I can do a live reaction to this. I can check it out together with you guys. And then I can plug his GoFundMe. And that was my plan all along. And that is what I wanted to do. Simply because I feel like in this world, if you can ever help someone, you should. Anyone you can help and you're in a position to help, there's no reason why you shouldn't help them. If you're ever in a position where you can and it's not going to put you out too much, always do that. Because if you were ever in their shoes, you would hope to be helped yourself. Am I not wrong? We should always treat others how we want to be treated ourselves, which is something I always try and do. REN, this was amazing. No idea if you're ever going to see this, my friend, but honestly, I hope you have a speedy recovery. I hope treatment isn't too much. I understand that you are having to have treatment every single day, that you're being on an IV. I read quite a bit about what you're going through, and all I can say is I'm sorry. It sounds horrible, but I'm hoping you're feeling better. I'm hoping it's going well. I know you're only supposed to be in Canada for 3 months, and that's 6 months, and I hope you get to come home soon, a new version of yourself, a healthier version, and then you can just go and crush everything with this talent you have, my friend. I'm just saying, you're the British equivalent of NF. That's what it feels like to me when it comes to personal emotions and stories in music. It's not something you see so much. And even this, taking Bittersweet Symphony and doing an own personal rendition, pouring the love into this country, the struggles that every single person is going through, putting that into a song like this, just shows the character of this person. If you haven't already, please go listen to High REN and you'll see exactly what I mean. When someone wears their heart on their sleeve like that with a song like that, I'm gonna fall in love with it. This was incredible. I love the music video. I love the simple walk down a British high street. I love the stories that are going on and how well they correlate with the timing of this. Everything about this, perfect. Everything about this just showcases this country. The negatives and the positives. Ah, man. I can't wait to react to more. Sick Boy seems to be the most requested, which is actually was going to be my next REN reaction. And it will be after this, unless you guys have another recommendation for me. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this reaction. Like I said, this reaction was more just to push more eyes REN's way. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the song as much as I did. I love all of you. Have an incredible evening. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and spending it here with me. Anyone else from Brighton? How you doing? It's been a long time since I've been to Brighton. In fact, the last time I was in Brighton, I had an altercation with someone. I think that was the last... No, actually it wasn't. It wasn't. No. The last time I was in Brighton, I was celebrating New Year's with my wife. That was last time. That was a more happier memory in Brighton. That was amazing. I love Brighton. I've said this and I will keep saying it's my favourite city in the UK. If you haven't been there, definitely recommend you go visit it. Anyway, I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Please go check out REN. Please go support him. Go like this video. And as always, my friends, see you in the next video.